Like it's literally just a universal thing.
Okay.
That the breadwinner just has to pay in the situation. Or the person that's just not in the child life.
Right. Yeah. The person that's...
And I don't got kids, so I do try to shy away from these discussions, but here we are. So if you're just not in your child life, that's sort of an avenue you can take to be in your child life. You pay child support. If she's not there, they're going to calculate it based on how much money she makes. She Halle fucking Berry. So $8,000 a month sound about fucking right.
I don't know if $8,000 a month even sound right for Halle.
It's all based off of what they were doing before.
Halle Berry got the bag. I feel like she should be paying more than that. I'm just saying. Like PJ Washington paid more than that. And that's PJ Washington. Shout out to PJ.
You just got the bag, my boy.
Shout out to PJ.
I'm expecting some shit out of you this year, PJ. But back to Halle Berry.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Halle Berry paying more child support than PJ Washington is crazy. PJ Washington catching a stray on child support is also crazy.
So you think that the fact that she's paying $8,000 is an issue, or the fact that she's paying child support?
I don't think it's crazy that she's paying child support. I think what's crazy, like, I don't think anything's crazy. First of all, let me stop the notion that I think everybody always want to deal in extremes. Mm-hmm. I don't like to deal in extremes. Mm-hmm. I'm a gray area type dude. Mm-hmm. So like, the gray area is, can a man accept that payment? Like, does a man need to accept that payment, or do you just take care of the kid and say, hey, look, anything you want to give would be welcome if you want to, contribute to the child's life, but I'm good over here.
I'm taking the money.
You taking the money?
Every time.
Taking the money.
And I think quietly, 98% of men would. It's just we live in a social media age where everything is like thrown out to everybody. That kind of makes some men like, man, nah, man, I'm a man. I can't take that. But, man, this Halle Berry you talking about, like, he done probably seen what money she making. At least a little bit. He done seen the account.
Because if you're not paying me no money.
Multi-millionaire.
Now, are you saying, like, if Halle Berry is giving money and not spending time, then that would be a bigger issue at hand. But I feel like if the spouse, male or female, if we divorce and I'm still putting that effort and time in, then I shouldn't even be paying child support. Because depending on what relationship they got going on in the situation, Halle Berry can still be getting her child half of the week and be taking care of her child, right?
Right.
And then so can the other guy.
Yeah.
So if that child is going between us equally, why am I still giving up money a month? $8,000 a month.
Now, I do agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
I've never understood that.
Now, granted, like, let's say if you watching my child Monday through Friday, because we stay in two different locations, that child got to go to school, that child got sports, that child got all types of other stuff going on, right? And I'm only getting my child on the weekends for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then I would say, okay, let me contribute a little bit more because I'm not here actively Monday through Friday.
That makes sense.
You get what I'm saying? Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think terms and all that other stuff play a factor into it as well. So, I mean.
Y'all made it too easy, man. Neither one of y'all said, nah, I'm good on the money, man.
You good on the money?
I don't know what type of financial situation that this guy is in, but if I'm up, because I dated Halle Berry, right? So I'm clearly
ain't no bum.
I'm clearly up,
right?
No, you keep your bread, man. I'm good.
I would love to keep it player like that.
I can't do it.
I'm good.
I would love to, but I just know. Because, like, you could also be putting that money back to the child. Like, he ain't even necessarily got to be spending it how some of that, sometimes we portray child support in a more negative way. Child support, the point of the child support is literally for the child. He could, especially if he is the way you say he probably is, he can literally be giving that to the child. And then what's the negative in that?
No negative.
He putting it all to the child. Like, it's going into an account for the child, college, savings, first car.
If she's paying $96,000 a year, how much other support do we think she's giving? How many days a week she keeping that kid? Right. She's paying $96,000 a year.
This is all like
it's all speculative.
All speculation.
It's all speculative.
I know formidably her lifestyle probably would not have been good to have a child.
It's not conducive to raising a child.
formidably. I don't know what her lifestyle is today, but I know shooting movies and stuff, they be gone.
Traveling, you got all these appearances you got to make. Interviews.
So
facts. So what I'm saying is, so if she's not around at all, and here's another thing, do you have any expectation on how to raise the child?
I mean, when you're doing child support, there's typically something else that's following as far as custody and all this other stuff is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So we only get in the money part of the situation. You know what I'm saying? So
that's true.
The other side of it could be a little bit more tedious where, you know, like you said, she's doing movies. My child has to stay with the father. You know what I'm saying? I don't even stay in California anymore. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason. So this what's working for both of us at the moment.
Her movie could be anywhere.
Hey, man.
That too.
A bigger point is dudes is shooting back on the child support now, yo. My guy got her. Mary J. Blige got.
I told 98% of dudes would do this.
Keke Palmer about to get got.
It's just that perception of literally.
You seen that?
Bro.
Derrick Jackson getting in them he patting them pockets, boy.
Yeah, he finna rob her blind at gunpoint, nigga.
I hope he don't, bro. I hope he don't. And I think every time something like that happens, black men get pushed back. Every time, you know what I'm saying, something like that happens to one of these black women,
I think they get pushed up.
Bro, nah, they tear us apart.
Oh, you talking about from that perspective?
From a holistic standpoint.
Exactly.
The black family is in peril.
Oh my God.
There's a war going on right now between men and women.
Yes.
And I don't know who started it. I don't know what company started it. But there's an
apparent I know who started
war
who started
it.
We all know who started and how it started. And
no, we don't. Oh, hold on.
That was the goal of slavery, bro. The pin the black man versus the black woman. That was
no, that's cap. That's cap.
That was one of the goals.
I would say that was the goal.
The goal was free labor.
Well, yes.
We need to get this cotton industry off the ground. Mm-hmm. We don't have enough labor.
Mm-hmm.
How can we maximize profits? I know. Free labor.
Thanks. I think over the time, I feel like around that 40s, 50 time frame, where the black people really started to stick together as a unit, as a family, and start to build and create the Tulsa
Jim Crow.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Jim Crow era.
That was Jim Crow, not slavery.
You know what I'm saying? Once Jim Crow started coming around, that's why I feel like the other people saw us becoming more of a unit and figure out that we could actually be better than what we actually are.
Lock the men
you know what I'm saying?
Put exactly. The women on
Ronald Reagan type shit.
Burn the cities down. All of that.
Make sure black women depend on the government.
Yeah, put coke in the communities.
Yeah, but they sent us to Vietnam. When we came back from Vietnam, they was messed up off of opioids and didn't get proper treatment. Then you introduce the crack to subside from the opioids, and then that just tore everything else up. Then when the 90s come around, it's like, I'm going to just incarcerate anybody that's black to an extent, walking outside looking the wrong way.
Three strike rule.
You get what I'm saying? So then in a matter of 30-year time frame, each generation has lost some in some sense of the black man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And the ratio of us being fathers and being around, it just started decreasing each 60s, 70s, and then the 80s and 90s. Here come 2000s.
You think that's real, or you think that's just a skewed stat?
No, I think that's real.
You think there's less black households, complete families, husband, wife, kids? You think there's less of those now?
Oh no,
than there was in the 50s.
No, and that's what I was just about to say. If something happened with, I feel like, and I tell my wife this, I feel like the 90s generation said enough is enough. I just feel like when we became parents, we were more in tune to say, hey, I'm not finna let my children come up the way that I did or deal with the mental trauma that I deal with still to this day by myself in my head.
I was about to say, man, because I'm starting to see more marriages.
Yes.
I'm starting to see more families.
Yes. Now, what I would say with that is I'm starting to see a lot more marriages, but not enough work to keep the marriages. Because it's a lot. So a lot of people's like, oh, I got to find love. I want to be accepted. I want to have a family. I want to start this. And they build this together. And then 3 to 4 years down the line, oh, man, I hate this bitch. I can't stand this, bro. I'm out, bro. I'm not doing this no more.
When niggas think of the concept of like love as pertains to marriage, they think like every time that girl walk in the room, they're going to get that mood. They're going to get that music that Jada Pinkett had on Friday. When she was jogging about
you know, Neil Long.
Yeah. Why is Jada Pinkett on my mind today?
That ain't the way it is.
No, that's not the way it is. That's not how marriage is.
That's what I'm hoping.
As men, you will see your wife like that. She not seeing you like that all the time.
Not every day.
Like we're supposed to be. No. I see us in the park all day.
That's so cute. That's so cute.
We don't be doing that all day, right?
That's adorable. Yeah, all right.
Y'all make a nigga not want to get married.
Nah, bro, I'm with it. It got its ups and its downs. You know what I'm saying?
It's just not that.
Yes.
Yeah, but I want that. Like that's supposed to be what it is.
Okay, would you say the good outweigh the bad on most days?
That's clear. It's clear. Like it's 50-1. The good outweighing the bad. It's just that when you confide in somebody that much and you spend that much time with somebody, like imagine having a best friend and you only spend time with that best friend, right?
Yeah.
So when that goes wrong, the world goes wrong.
Exactly.
So that shit is bad. So when your wife or husband mad at you, yeah, exactly. It's a lonely place because you confide in that person. You spend most of your day with that person. You tell this person everything. This is your gossip buddy. You know
exactly. Come on now.
About life. You vent to this person. And then they come in there and they don't want to talk to you. Boy, that's a cold place.
Man,
that's a cold place. But when it's not cold and you got that friend and you got that life partner, that contribution.
I see us in the fall.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Exactly. No, that's definitely a fact. Marriage is something that you really have to learn and experience. Every day is something different. I tell my wife when we got married, I think we're gonna go on 5 years now. But I told her after like the second year, be prepared every decade to get a different version of me.
Oh God.
I know I'm gonna get a different version of you every decade, but be prepared to get a different version of me every decade. I've been with my wife since I met her when I was 20. Mm-hmm. I'm now 33. When I turned 30,
slide the mic up, get that good bass in there while you're telling this story.
When I became 30, I became a different Brandon.
Okay.
A different chef bruh. I literally elevated one day into a whole different version of a man I've never seen myself before. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When I was 20 years old, a whole different chef bruh, Brandon, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? I was out here doing a lot of stuff I wasn't supposed to be doing, paying attention to, et cetera, et cetera. Now this 30-year-old version of me is a little bit more calm, a little bit more understanding, a little bit more realistic about certain situations and certain arguments.
And probably a lot more confident too, just as a person in general.
In certain aspects, yes. Yes, I do have a lack of confidence on certain things, but that's what she picked up from. She picked me up, the fill in that void. You know what I'm saying? So with her, it's the same way. Before we had kids, she was a certain way. When we had now 3 children, it's a whole different version of her. And then, like you said, when I come home, I don't know which version I'm getting until I get to have a conversation. I gotta feel like the energy.
Because she a person, and she got her own journey too. Exactly. So how you was talking about the progression, your progression, and changing every decade.
Yes,
she's changing too.
Exactly.
Especially after having kids.
Come on now.
The confidence that women have prior to having kids is immensely different than what they have after the kids.
That is a fact.
So you get that, you know, what do you call that after they have the kids? I forgot.
Postpartum.
Yes. And even if it's not depression, it's a postpartum insecurity, I would call it.
Gotcha.
Where they don't think that they steal that car that you bought off the lot. They think they depreciate it. We know that they grew in a different way.
Yes.
But to them, they think they're devalued.
It's your boy Chef Bro. I want to give a special shout out to Ken Bob for having me. I thank y'all for being y'all guest today. For all your catering needs, make sure you come holler at the one and only Chef Bro's Catering. We take care of everything you need, CBD, all that other good stuff. Infused, not infused, all your soul food needs. Make sure you come holler at me. I take care of it all. Chef Bro in the building. You can holler at the one and only Chef Bro's Catering. We take care.